Good morning and welcome to Stitch Talk with Captain Stitches, where if it's about stitching, let's talk. Hello, I am Jean and I am down here. Yes, I am. I am sitting in the stitching corner and I will show you that in just a moment. But this is the view you will see for the majority of the day as I stitch on a couple projects this morning. As my title may have mentioned, I am just going to sit back, take a break, relax with some embroidery and some slow stitching this morning, a throwback to when my Monday morning stitch and chat used to always take place in the hand stitching corner. Let me say good morning to everyone. Good morning. Let me scroll up so I can catch everybody. Good morning, Michelle from Michelle Crafts and More, one of the early birds this morning. And of course, Danielle, dear daughter Danielle, is here this morning with us. Good morning to you. And I also want to mention, I think you may have seen in the top of the chat there, Frances Rivera. I don't believe she is here yet, but she is the newest member to the channel and one of the stitching friends. Welcome, welcome, and thank you for joining, Frances. Let me see. Carol Rousseau, of course, is here, another member of the Stitching Friends and the channel. And Danielle, of course, is also one of the Stitching Friends and a member. And Lynn is here from Just for the Health of It. Good morning, Lynn. It is great to see you. And let me see. Judy Hebert is also here this morning. Good morning to you. Lori Clark is here. So Terry is here. I'm waving and you can't see me. Where are my hands? Well, I guess I can't see myself is the problem because I forgot to click back on there. Okay. And Gladys, the confident quilter, is here this morning. Good morning to you. Welcome, everyone. It is a beautiful morning so far. It's a little chilly, but beautiful. Katie from Katie Crafts is here also this morning, and Stir is here, also a member of the Stitching Friends, as well as Joyce. Welcome, welcome to you both. Good morning, good morning. Now I am caught up with the chat and I will go back over here where I belong. Hello, everyone. I am so happy and excited to see you all this morning. But needed needed a little bit of a break this morning. And I have to tell you, I thought, oh no, because when I first came in to sign in, I didn't have internet. And I thought, oh no, but it's back on and working. So if it does go out, I apologize. I do not know what my internet server has been doing, but they have been working on the area for, oh, 2, 3 weeks now, and it is getting very annoying. But anyway, I am with you this morning and ready to do some stitching in the stitching corner. That bunny is so adorable, says Danielle. Yes, it is. It is a cute, cute bunny. And I think there are 4, 5. I think at least maybe 5 of them on here because it repeats going, the bird and the bunny repeat going around the outside of this pattern that I am doing. So, but let me show you that, and I think you can see me up above. Okay, as I get that out of my way so I can see, and I need to make sure I click on the right correct one, I will go ahead and add myself. See, this is why you're not going to be seeing this view because look what's right in front of me. Yes, that is my camera for being able to show you the stitching down here. And I don't think you're going to really see me talking with this in front of my face, but I am in the recliner in my stitching corner, just so that you know. But I am going to take that view back away. There we go. And this is a much better view for you, and you can see it better that way. But how is everyone this morning, and what projects do you have in mind or already working on today? Would love for you to share that with me. But I am working right now on the leaves on the flower here that this bunny has stolen from somebody's garden, I do believe, flower garden. And Kelly's Quilts and Cruises is with us. Good morning to you, Kelly. It is great to see you. Soon to be the birthday girl. So just in case I do miss it and don't get to tell you live, happy birthday, early birthday, Kelly. She is going to have a little birthday celebration. So, but yeah, let me know what it is you all are working on. But I am doing the stem stitch as I work on these leaves for those of you who may wonder and ask. Danielle says, working secretively and sock kittens. Don't tell the bosses. Never tell the bosses. No, no, no. Oops, and I got to make sure that I get this one closer to the edge, because when doing the stem stitch, it will not turn a point or a corner. So you have to work so that you are close. So you just kind of finish that stitch off, and then you have to come back up from the back side. And I'm going to try and hold that, and holding it so I can see and you can see at the same time is quite difficult. I want to come not in the same hole, but right next to it. If I come right in the same, I'm just going to unthread the stitch that I just did. And I'm going to have to turn this a little here so that I can go back this other direction now. Working on the other, oops, sorry about that. Whoa, we will stop that shake. That is easy to do. Oh, and Sandra Ryle is joining us also this morning. She's working on my mile a minute Afghan. Oh, I haven't done one of those in a while. Used to be a very, very popular pattern. I made several of those, Sandra. And where did we just go? Okay, I guess we just went really quick. The chat got away from me there. Let me check on that real quick. Slide back up here. Kelly says that she is going to sew more rainbow string blocks today. You are so welcome, Kelly. And Lynn is drawing out the plan for a new quilt idea, a family tree with a twist. Yes, I saw that in your comment yesterday, which is what I bought the Chickadee Landing for. Awesome fabric line. And okay, they're saying happy early birthday. And let me see. Now I will get back down here to where we were. Carol Rousseau is working on the rose. You're probably getting pretty close to having that completed, Carol. And dropping the links there. And Debbie Williams is with us this morning, also a member of the channel and the Stitching Friends. Good morning, everyone. My laptop is slower than me, if you can. I'm sorry, you had to make me laugh there this morning, didn't you? Thank you, Katie. Yes, it is a cute bunny. I think you're seeing the bunny upside down right now, but you got to turn your work when you're doing embroidery. Sorry. And Awkward Quilter, Lisa, also a member of the channel and Stitching Friends, is here, and she is going to be lurking this morning as she works. And there is June Hanson popping in. Good morning to you. And Stir says she accomplished accomplished first rotary cutter. Oh, you're the winner. Oh, no, I hope you're okay, Stir. I hate to hear that. And Debbie can hear my voice going, oh, move that finger away from the edge of the ruler. Oh, and Kelly says, thanks, Carol. Hi to those who just came in. And Lynn says, hello, Debbie. Did I see you buying on nah, I don't think you saw Debbie Williams buying on yeah. It had to be a different Debbie. I don't think Debbie even knows how to get on, so yeah. But that would be a shock to me if it was Debbie Williams. But right, Debbie? Oh, and Terry says, I plan on working on the motor to the machine I am rebuilding on my channel. Why do I like getting my hands dirty? Hey, nothing wrong with that. Oh, and again, I am not back to where I can keep forgetting when I click on that the scroll button, it takes me to a different screen, and then I forget to go back, and I can't see myself when I check on the chat that way. So I try not to let it get away from me. Yeah, it is a common name, Lynn. But yeah, you won't find me shopping on So Yeah either. It is too fast and furious for me. So I do not even bother to go there at all anymore. But and I think we only have, and when you are doing stem stitch, you end it the same way, just as if you were finishing with a straight stitch there. A little dirt on your hands and a gorgeous machine appears. Yes, that's a great way to put it, Katie. Okay, let me see where I want to go here. And this is exactly why I was saying, had I known I was going to be doing embroidery on these snowball blocks, they all would have been done before sewing them into the quilt, because it makes it a little bit more difficult to maneuver and get your hand underneath all of this quilt where it needs to be so that you can hold it correctly to do the embroidery. And it makes it a little bit more difficult because now that's going to be in the way for you to be able to see what I am doing. But I think once I get my needle in the correct place, I can come back from over here and hold it to do the stitching. And Terry says, I hope so. Still waiting for the paint to arrive. So in the meantime, I will work on the wiring. Sounds like a plan. And Debbie says, knew you would like that. Was up until 2 a.m. cross stitching on the rows. Don't know about So Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, no, Debbie has no idea what So Yeah is, which it is a quilt shop that goes online, well, on YouTube live, and sells fast and furiously. let's let's just say that they have some good buys, but you really have to be quick to get in on those bargains. Well, I was up past 2 a.m., but I was not stitching on the rows, unfortunately. I would love to be stitching on the rows, but I have too many projects and I have to schedule what I'm doing when. Would love to be able to just work on one project until it is finished, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Imagine that, Danielle, that you had a work call. Oh, but I am going to also be working on, because I wanted to show you how I corrected, and what I'm doing right now and why it's taking is I have to come up right next to that stitch, but not through it that I just did on that point, so I don't pull my stitching from the other side off. And like I said, I am doing a stem stitch right now around this. I was hoping to catch some D-stash stuff at $7 a yard, but nothing interested me. Okay. Hey, I might have some D-stash at some point in time, and it might be cheaper than $7 a yard. Just letting you know whenever I find the time and can set that up. Joyce says she got up at 2 a.m. Well, you got up before uh Debbie and I even went to bed. And Danielle says, how dare they interrupt the live? Right. Oh, and good morning. Okay. Oops. We are going to have to get that little tangle out of there, or that's going to, and I might have already. Did I get a knot in that? Oh, I hate when that happens. Where is it stuck at? Come on. The little tail there evidently has tangled around right there. But we are going to work with it and get it out. There we go. Got it. Took care of that from having to redo. Good morning, Kathy Rowell. She is, well, and now it's doing the exact same thing. It is not happy with me this morning. There we go. I think it's getting a little bit tangled is what's going on. But good morning, Kathy. Great to see you. She is also a member of the channel and the Stitching Friends. Marshall Dry Goods online for great deals on yardage, just saying. And that Etsy shop called, yes, My Fabric Addiction One. Good name for that because it does become an addiction, Terry. Thank you. I like yardage on sale for the dresses I make for Dress a Girl Around the World, a drive that they have every year. Yes, I also do some dresses for that. So, Terry. And Danielle says, don't get me started on my fabric addiction. So, Terry. And Debbie says, Joyce, Jean knows I don't do much after midnight unless someone has to go to the ER. Oh, you just had to bring that up, didn't you, Debbie? Not a good time to do that. Things have not been well. Just saying, keep the car gassed. And Lynn says, I haven't looked at Marshall Dry Goods yet. And so, yeah, I will check that out. I don't want to be cheap, but would like to save a few dollars for my charity quilts. Yes, yes. And Debbie is here. Good morning, Debbie, and prayers to you and the rest of your family. I am so surprised to see you on here this morning. But welcome, welcome. My sister, big hugs going out to you. There we go. Can you feel them? But she says, I have an order for Miller Dry's good. So Terry, I get my background yardage. Great prices. I have never checked them out. I'm going to have to check them out. Thank you both for reminding me of that. I hear it all the time, but I just never have checked them out. But everybody keep Debbie and her family in your prayers and thoughts this morning. They are going through a rough situation at the moment. Does Marshall Dry Goods deliver quickly? Lisa wants to know. $1.25 a yard. Oh my goodness, Joyce, that's good. And Terry says, usually within a week. Gets here before I realize it. Okay, where are they located, Terry? Hugs and love to Debbie from Lynn. And hugs and love. I will try those two out. Yeah. Good luck, Debbie. Missed y'all too much. Yeah, I understand that, Debbie. Definitely do understand that. That is why I am on this morning. I was very tempted this morning to cancel the live and decided, no, I can muddle through. They have some yardage for $1.99, holiday fabric most, but lots are $4.99 a yard. Can't beat that. Definitely not. Thank you, Terry. And thank you, everyone that is wishing Debbie and her family prayers and great thoughts. You know, I get wide-eyed with that phone call. Yeah, I just don't want to make the phone call. Let's put it that way. Good morning, Letitia. It is great to see you this morning. And yes, Lisa says, sorry, Debbie, we'll put you and yours on my prayer list. And Danielle says, Joyce, great. There goes the rest of my paycheck. Well, you guys saw my fabric haul yesterday, so yeah, I don't think I'll be checking them out anytime soon. As I sit here and already think about, Arkansas, okay. And Kelly says, I can't get any delivery to Canada from those shops mentioned, but so yeah, does ship to Canada. Okay, yeah. So yeah, is one of them that they were talking about, Kelly, and the other is Marshall Dry Goods, I believe. So, and 108. Yes. I I right now am not in need of backing fabric. I have a whole stack and overflow, so I need to use some of that up before I get more backing. Bolts for $1.75. Will you guys stop? You are being too much of enablers this morning. and I'm not getting any stitching done. Did you notice? I'm reading the chat, but that's all right. Like I said, sit back, do a little stitching and a lot of chatting. I sorted all my fabric yesterday, says Kathy. I told my husband, I hope his second wife likes to sew. He said it looks like my third wife better like to sew too. That is awesome. I love that. That is totally great. I always say that built my stash for retirement, and yeah, I have enough for a whole quilt guild to retire on. That I love that though. That is so funny. And Charlotte Vila is joining us this morning. Hey to you, Charlotte. And Kelly is going to say goodbye. She has to put laundry on. An iPad is about to die. Oh, you don't want that to happen. Take care, Kelly. And again, have a wonderful birthday if I don't get to join you tomorrow. Tell him, Mama Jean. Oh, we have so many enablers, but that's all right. Sometimes it's much needed. Bye, 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 not bye, bye, bye. Oh, my cheeks are starting to hurt. And Lynn says, oh, and some good news, bad news. Since I decided this is my new addiction, I did get a contract job to pay for it. So won't make it to lives during the day for a few months. Oh, we will miss you, Lynn, but that's okay. You can always leave comments in the replay and I will chat back to you that way. And so but congratulations on the contract job so that you have money to pay for your new addiction. And I have no idea who has been enabling you with that. But I think she's also trying to earn a princess crown. And Melody Kiefer is here. Good morning to you, Melody. She says hello to Jean and everyone. Okay. And a paycheck is a good thing, says Katie Crafts to Lynn. Yes, it is. I don't get those anymore. And Lisa, the awkward quilter, is saying hello to everyone she missed, trying to work and listen. I'm trying to stitch and listen, and that's not happening. Not listen, but read. And that's not happening too well this morning either. Let's finish this final leave down here. So, whoa, there that I can't figure out why that is doing that in the same spot every time on here. I need to pick it up and now that, and there I go. Sorry, hitting that camera again. But I will show those of you that came in late why you are only seeing this view and why. Stop shaking. Sorry. Oh, so I hit it harder. I am really sorry. There, you can see the back of my work there as I hit it again. Okay, we're trying to let you know there is an earthquake going on in the stitching cottage this morning. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's not clumsy me hitting the camera. Oh, if you need space for your new stash items, I know someone that would shop the cottage. Yeah, and you're not far away, are you either, Debbie? Oh, mercy. You know you're welcome to shop anytime, Debbie. Not fair. You are so close, Debbie. There are advantages to that, isn't there, Debbie? And good morning, Andrea. It is great to see you also this morning. She is also a member of the channel and the Stitching Friends. And Lynn says she's super excited. Good. It's always great to be excited about a new job. And I will get to work from home after a couple weeks. So hopefully I can get in on some lives from home. We won't tell the bosses. Oh, okay. So I finished the leaves. So I'm going to turn my work over, find out where I am, and I'm going to bury my thread. Do a little knot back here. I was going to use my leg thinking it was the chair to stick my needle in there. That would not have felt good. Cut that off. There we go. And now I am actually going to change thread color. This is going to be the only one that I think has several colors. Haven't decided for sure yet, but I'm going to use pink on those flowers. And I do have another needle, so I'm going to leave that threaded and thread another one. Debbie says we became friends before we started sticking together. Are we stuck together now? Oh, or did you mean stitching together? And Lynn says, have you confirmed what you won yet, Andrea? You want that bunny pattern. Well, I'm sorry, Andrea. It is not my pattern. It is in one of the many, many books that have embroidery projects in them. So I cannot share that out. I will look though, and I will see which book it is in, and I can leave that in the description box after this video is over. Not sure which one it is. I was using four different books that have embroidery, quilting and embroidery patterns in them when I was choosing the embroidery patterns for this quilt. So I cannot tell you off that top of my head. And she says, no, but she should hear today what prize she won. Awesome. Either one is a great prize. So anything is a great prize. But yeah, it'll be exciting to find out. Okay. And for those of you that may not know how to do a quilter's knot, that is what I use for embroidery also, but you just take and hold your needle horizontal, lay your thread on top of it, pinch that with your thumb and your finger, wrap it twice, and then pull that down where you have that thread pinched. Hold on to it as you just slide it, oops, all the way down to the end of your thread, and you have the perfect little tail and knot right at the end there. And that is a quilter's knot. Don't you just love spell check? Yeah, I was going to say, what do you mean sticking together? Oh, yes. Okay, so now I am going to be doing what they call a lazy daisy stitch. But like I said, I am going to very quickly, if I can click on the more correct one, show you why you are old. I mean, you're seeing my hands because I'm working on handwork and you could see it better this way. But I will show you where, and I think you can see up above there, but and I hope I'm getting the correct one because we have a guest called Incognito. There I am. See, the camera is right in front of my face and very close to my stitching also. And that's why I apologize when I accidentally hit that. I am trying very hard not to. But yes, I am here sitting right here in the stitching corner of the stitching cottage. Yeah, it looked like I was possibly muted there, but I don't believe that I am. But and when I have both spotlighted there, you see that takes the distance away from the stitching view over there. But, and we have Mr. or Mrs. Incognito still up there, and pay no attention. That is just because I needed to have that camera also on for everything to work correctly. And we will remove that spotlight and go back to this so that you can see. And Joyce says that she won a mystery gift on Tiffany's quilting life last night. Couldn't believe it. I never win anything. Join the crowd, Joyce. I never win anything either. And Lynn says she won one of those too. Well, that is awesome. Great. Congratulations to both of you. And June says, yes, Joyce, you did. Hope it is something you need. Fun to see what you get. Yeah, mystery prizes are fun. But we are going to do. What am I doing? It's like I have to remember what I'm doing here. Come on, get up there. And I am using a variegated Valdani pearl cotton. I believe it is, yes, size 12. And that is what I am using for the pink. And I was also using Valdani number 12 for the green. I have lots and lots and lots of DMC floss, but for some reason, my preference is pearl cotton because I like working with only one strand instead of multiple strands. Okay. Get the needle to come up where you want it, Jean. Every place on both sides, except for where I do want that. So, Jean, you'll have two Debbies hitting the cottage and relieve you of your surplus. Okay, who knows how many Debbies I'll have before it's all said and done. That's too funny also. Okay, sorry that I missed that up there. I'm glad that I saw it before it went away. Let me see what else is going on. And so Terry says she had to leave, so didn't enter to win. I hope you love it. I am sure you will. Way to go. I fell asleep, had to go back to make sure I did not win. Oh, I hope it's one of Tiffany's patterns, says Joyce. And Andrea says, keep trying. I used to say that too. Then I hit a streak of winning. It will happen to everyone who keeps trying. Odds are on your side. Well, it's not that I never win anything because I did win a talent show when I was in the 5th grade, which was with adults included. I won first place in the talent show, our PTA talent show given through the school. And I won that by doing a ventriloquist skit. Yes, I was a ventriloquist way back in grade school. I begged for a Danny O'Day, sorry, doll back then, received it for Christmas, and really, really enjoyed it for quite a long time. See, right now I'm throwing my voice, it's speaking through my thread. Oh, oops, caught on something underneath here. There we go. But it's great to be able to sit and work on some of this while we chat this morning. A great way to be able to get some done that I haven't been able to work on. But like I say, there's been a lot of things happening behind the scenes, not in the stitching cottage. And I just really needed, oops, sorry, excuse me, needed a bit of a break this morning without having to really concentrate and think too much on things. So I hope you all don't mind that I took leniency this morning in the live and changed it up just a little bit. Soon we will have a flower completed. And there is Maritza. Oops. Okay, get the hand right. I'm waving down here. Hola, Maritza. Always great to see you. Welcome. What little crafty yarn things are you working on today? Which all my yarn, well, not all of it, that little pile that you saw behind the long arm there has a couple totes of yarn still in it out here that needs to be taken into the house to the little room in there instead, where I'm going to have my yarn storage instead of out here. But that at least has been removed so that I have more room for my projects out here. Still working on that organization. And Lynn says, I am intensely watching her stitching, making sure I am learning my embroidery without bad habits. Oh, you think I don't have any bad habits? Oh, but that's good. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate it. I wish that I could, hold that up so you could see even better, but I have to be able to see too to do the stitch. So it makes it a little bit difficult. You try and get a good angle in there, and then I of course cannot do the stitch and look at what you are seeing in the camera at the same time to make sure that I am staying in view. But I am trying. And this is a new camera angle that I played with and set up last night, always trying to get better angles for you when it is that I am doing close-up work and stitching for you to see. And someone I know asked me on hand quilting and embroidery kind of works the same way, how far I would travel with my thread. Well, because we have the Soflex, I think I called that right, on the back of this, which is the stabilizer for the embroidery, and that keeps the stitches from showing through also. Instead of doing a knot here and starting over up here where the next stitching is, I am going to travel that distance. And this stitch on these flowers is going to be, it's very similar to a lazy daisy, but it is a fly stitch that I will be doing for that. That is what it calls for. And Danya says, very beautiful nails, Mama Jean. Thank you. They're, for Easter. And no, I did not go and have them done. Did them myself. Thank you very much. And Lynn says, I was going to comment too. Looks like Easter egg colors. Yes, I have some that I was going to do polka dots, but I decided on this instead. And Andrew says, I need to do that. I have as many totes of yarn as I have fabric. I seriously need some cubbies to put stuff away and out of totes. Oh, well, Andrea, you would not believe it, girl, but I'm not going to show you, or you may have seen it before, but I have a storage loft in here on both sides of the upper part of the cottage. And you don't even want to know the amount of yarn that is up there that is excess, and also some that is in my husband's workshop also. Yes, I have very, very, and I have to think here just a minute. I had to think how for sure how I was. Oops, did you just see what I was going to do? That would not have worked very well. And now I've confused myself. Okay. Confused myself, but for the fly stitch, it's just kind of backwards from the lazy daisy. Like I said, looks very similar. It's just that we are doing an elongated fly stitch to do these. And Danielle says, right, Lynn, or the blue skies I so desperately want right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, that one does kind of look like blue skies, doesn't it? But we're going to go right back down there. And then we come up through here to tack that in place where we want it. And I do believe this looks like a cone flower to me, that this little bunny has stolen from the flower bed. But he's so cute holding it that we'll let him get by with it this once. Boy, they have these flowers petals close together on here. When I was a kid and learning how to embroider, I was told that the back of the project should look as neat as the front. As hard as I tried, I never mastered it. I was told that and used to do that too. And for the most part, I mean, I still try to keep it very neat looking, but yeah, it's just rather an impossibility to have it look as neat as, and I just messed up on that one. But because it is so close, we are going to leave that in there, and no one is ever going to know that mistake is there. Except for the fact that I have to go down because I have to come back up from the other direction. But we are just going to go right down next to that. And we are going to come back up here for the next one. And except for where I just took a long traveling stitch, we'll show the back and we'll see. We'll see what it looks like as soon as I can get my needle in where I want it here. Let's take a look at the back and see how it is looking. Doesn't doesn't look too bad. Well, that's a knot that can be trimmed. That's sticking there. What you see sticking up is the threads from the knot, and they can be trimmed a little shorter so it doesn't look as bad back there. Don't need those hanging off there. But that is how the back looks. And like I said, there's that one stitch going over there, and a little knot got in there that didn't realize when I was stitching it. But it doesn't look too bad from the back. Yeah, that would be a little hard to have it looking really. I know I used to always strive for that, but I have given up with that idea. That is how the stitch was supposed to be. But that's what happens sometimes when you are chatting and looking at, the chat during a live and trying to remember and concentrate on what you are doing. But I think I'm going to get this flower completed and I will be able to show you very quickly how I corrected what I had done wrong on that one needle book. And Lynn says, looks great to me. And Joy says, mine never looks that good, Jean. Oh, well, I'm sure it does. You're just, hard on yourself like everybody is. So, and we are going to go right. Oops, I'm sorry. We could pull that over. We are going right back down next to where we came and from underneath. And you'll see that little, I always put a little dot sometimes on flower petals instead of drawing the whole thing out because I know that's just where I need to come back up where I want the petal to end. And then it's just that little tacking stitch, the same as a fly stitch, right there to hold that in place. And we have one more petal to go. Come over here, thread. I can never hit my spot. There we go. That I want first try. And Andrew says on it, quilted is not as important because the batting and quilt back will hide it. Oh, as far as, yeah, I still do it the same. I mean, I do it the same no matter what I am stitching on, but yes, you will not see the stitches on this. But most things that I do embroidery on, you don't see the back of it, I guess, on the majority of things that I make with embroidery anyhow. And gotta go. Let the work meetings commence. See y'all and chat somewhere. Take care, Lisa, and have an awesome day. Hopefully you don't have to work too hard. And Andrea says, I used to do tea towels and pillowcases and finally gave up on that notion. I have a bunch of tea towels to do. I belonged to one that was a towel of the month, and I haven't started the first one. And it's a whole year of them that I have. And Deb, as the Pug Mama Quilter, is here. Good morning to you and your little beautiful pug puppy. It is awesome to see you. And everyone is saying good morning to Donna. And I mean, Deb, sorry. Didn't mean to call you Don. Oh, I am so sorry when I do that. It is just, I am not used to a camera being right in front of my face. I'm sorry. Have to you should have seen how I got in the chair. Yeah, a little hard to get in the chair too with a camera that low right in front of the chair. But I am making that last stitch. I don't know if you can see that there? I'll try to bring that back up. And going to tack it down. Oopsie. There we go. And you can see now that bunny. You can't see that too well. And I will have to do something in the middle of that flower. Possibly we might, it's green. We might just leave it like it is. But there we have one snowball block complete with the bunny and his little stolen flower in it. But yeah, I like that. That is a really cute bunny, I must admit also. But, and I am just going to park my needle in that for now. Move that out of the way. And I'm going to pull this needle book over and very quickly, because some of you may be following along with that. But this is the beautiful one that I did tea dyeing to make this look like a piece out of an old quilt, and then did the hand quilting on that also before putting it on the front of the book. And of course, these are antique buttons from my grandmother's button collection. Thank you, June. Super duper adorable. I like that. That's a new one instead of awesome sauce, huh, Danielle? Oh, but if you recall, and these pages are just sewn down from the middle one on here now. Everything else is loose, where this is actually the back side to this page. But that is where I made the mistake. I was putting, as you recall, this pocket and stuff on here and forgot that I didn't have, yeah, and this one I'm correcting this way, didn't have the additional part, so that all the stitching that you do on these that will show through here, you need the other part that is going to cover that. And that is what I forgot, which on this one, because this is the outer one and I already have stuff stitched down on that I can't, do, it wouldn't show on this side if I added the other one now. But what I did is this little piece will be added with something on it that will cover when I stitch this. But on the others, I went and I took that middle seam out, took all the pages off, added the extra ones in between. So now that will be one page in itself. And this will be one, they will be attached after all the stitching and embellishing is done. So now I can start stitching these elements down. And as you can see, I've already started stitching around that thimble stamp that I have on that fabric there. It's got a cute little heart on it. But that is how you can correct that if you ever do that. Just go ahead, take the seam that you would have had down with all your pages there, take that out and go ahead. Like I said, what I did is I added this one in here because this is the wool, this is batting that I added, so it will be backed and you won't be seeing any other stitching. And on this last one, because it does have stitching to be done on it yet, I just cut one square a little bit longer so it was also caught in that middle seam. This is the only one I didn't add to, but this page part right here will cover the rest of that still needs to be stitched down. And I'll do something decorative on this before it is stitched then, but that will cover it. And this will probably, because I would really have to do some planning on this side, unless I just use it as my random slow stitching, probably doing some decorative or whatever, go on both sides. I can't go on both sides of that. So yeah, it would take a lot of planning. This one might end up with some fabric glue on it to correct, but so that is how I am correcting that, and hope to be able to work on this one because I love the size of it. I love the feel of it. I love the look of it. It matches the cottage. matches my shirt, my jacket, but really want to get that one done and completed and some of the other ones as well. And now we see my lap. Let's put this back on here. I forgot. And all the strings that are on me, which we will go ahead and I will replace the spotlight with that right in front of my face for now, since I am done stitching, so that I can say goodbye to all of you. Thank you all for joining me. I hope that you had a good time as we did a little throwback to the hand stitching corner, and I just relaxed and did some stitching while we chatted today. Um, Sometimes everybody needs a little bit of a break, and that's what I needed this morning. So thank you all for letting me indulge in that and relaxing for a bit. So take care, everyone. Don't forget, those of you that are in the Facebook group, share a photo of what it is you are working on today. And Gladys, don't forget to share some of your beautiful blocks that you are doing on Friday nights over on your channel as well. Would love to see some of them there. I know I catch some of them in your Facebook group, but don't be afraid to share them in mine as well. And Terry says, thank you, Jean. Have a happy day in the cottage. I hope to. And Danielle says, have a wonderful day, Mama Jean. Everyone in the chat, bye. Have a great day, everyone. Do something kind. Yes, most definitely. Make someone smile today. And everyone is saying yes. If you haven't already, don't forget that thumbs up. And yes, Deb, we'll see you later. And Kathy says, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Take care. And remember, as always, in the meantime, I can keep you in stitches. Bye-bye, everyone. Yes, smash that like button. Thank you. Bye-bye.